Alright, this is the DJI Mic 2. Let's unbox it. So we have a dual microphone wireless system. That's how DJI calls it. And here are some nice perks. So first of all, this is a all-in-one and ready-to-use microphone system, which is really handy. You are able to record high-quality audio, which is, like a minimum standard. If you want to buy great audio quality, then it should be able to record high quality. So next up, 18 hours of battery life, up from 15 from DJI Mic 1. We have intelligent noise cancelling, which is a feature that I have not been using myself because I feel like the audio gets a little bit muffled, and you can do all of the editing that is required to reduce noise also in post. Then one of the biggest unique selling points is that it is able to record in 32-bit float recording, which means that there is more data and you have more freedom when editing audio in post. So if you get really loud, if you overexpose your audio, you can bring the levels down or bring them up depending on how loud or how quiet your recording was in post. So you don't need to worry any moment when it's just important to press record on your microphone. And we have 250 meters of wireless range, which is equal to 820 feet. Here is everything listed that is in the box, but we will have a look at it right now, so we don't need this graphic. So when we open the box, we get, first of all, the case with DJI branding. This is like the travel package. And we get some other information with stickers that we will have a look at right now. So let's put the box out of the frame and have a look at all of this first. And after that, we will go through all of that in that case. So what I always appreciate is if you unbox something and they gift you some stickers. I just love it. So here are some DJI stickers. Here is safety guidelines that are, I think, mandatory in every package that is related to technology or where something can go quite wrong. And here are some more safety guidelines, as well as a quick start guide that can also be found online in PDF format. So with all of the paperwork out of the way, let's get into the real interesting stuff, which is the microphone and the microphone system itself. So you have this really nice travel pouch that is made of a neoprene type of material with this nice strap, so you can hang it somewhere, ideally, and you can zip it in half with this nice zip right here. So if you zip it open, we see on one side the microphone case with all of the microphones, transmitters, and adapters, and on the other side we have these wind reduction fluffies and a 3.5mm TRS cable, as well as a USB-C cable for charging. One noteworthy thing is that it is split up, if you have a look, in like 2/3 and 1/3, because the case itself takes up more space. It's labeled DJI on the top, but first let's have a look at the 1/3 of the case. So we have not one, but two of these fluffy noise reduction thingies that are recommended by DJI to be used outside if you are recording outside. Let's get this off here. And they can be simply plugged on top of the wireless microphones. That's how they look. Really handy, really easy to use. So two of those, let's put them on the side here. We got two of those. Then we have the 3.5mm TRS cable that can be used for in-camera recording. If you plug the receiver into one end into the receiver, other end into your camera, and then you can start recording immediately. So that's that. And of course, the charging cable, and well, it can also be used for updating the firmware. So just plug one end, so the USB-C end in your computer, and the other end goes into your transmitters or your receiver, and then they can either be charged individually, or you can charge the entire case, or as I mentioned, you can update the firmware if there is a new update ready. And now the most exciting part, the DJI case. So that's how it looks. This is the charging port. It has rubber on the bottom, so it does not slide across tables and surfaces as easily. And here we have the empty case. That's how it looks. And one thing I've noticed that is not like a huge flaw, but that is not perfectly easy to use, in my opinion. Say you want to put this fluffy thing in here and you push it to the complete down. If you push it too much, it can slip out of here and you have a messed up bag if you put all of the other stuff in there as well. So it would be better, in my opinion, if they were also like sawed to the bottom of the case as well. Alright, with that being said, let's open the case. And don't be surprised if you unbox them for the first time. There will be a tape that seals the case, but since I'm recording with one of the mics, one is missing. But that's what you will see when you open it for the first time. The DJI Mic branding in the case or in the top case. Then you have the mics both down here. The receiver is here, and in the back you will find the two adapters for each Android phones and lightning cable or adapter for Apple devices if you want to record internally into a smartphone, for example. With that being said, let's have a look at the transmitter first. You get two with this bundle. This is the transmitter. That's how it looks. You have the magnet pin at the back, so you can it's by the way, a very strong magnet. So you can put it on like a jacket, for example, and it will, because of the strong magnet, be fixed to your jacket even if the material is very thick. But after a couple times of use, which you can see right here, I've used it for 5 days, the back will scratch a little bit, but that's just how it is if you use your stuff. And then for lighter materials, like for t-shirts, you can just clip it on like that. You press this up and clip it in, and that's that for the attachment to clothing. Then you have the button for turning it on. For linking it to devices, it gets automatically linked. If you just put it back into the box, then it will be automatically linked with the receiver. But you could link it manually with another receiver if you want to. And then at the top we have the microphone itself, and here we have this fluffy thingy that would go right in this hole. So let's do it for visual purposes. You plug it in, you turn it so it's right, and then you press it down until it clicks in, and then you have a wind noise reductant wireless microphone with a range of up to 250 meters that records internal recording of 14 hours if you record in 24-bit and 11.2 hours if you record in 32-bit float internal recording, which is crazy. Right now you're hearing 32-bit float recording on the other microphone that is missing in here. Let's clip this thing back again on the back side, and this is where the USB-C and I think, is it also called Lightning? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But this adapter would go in if you want to update the firmware or charge the microphone by itself. So right now, with a single button press, and if the microphone is turned on right here, we have now an internal recording going on in this microphone that will be stored internally on the 8 GB of storage on the microphone itself that we can access via this cable over our laptops, computers, whatever. The file will be in WAV format. And if you want to finish the recording, just press it again. We will get feedback, haptic and visual for 3 seconds, I think, and then the recording is finished. Alright, so this is the microphone. Let's turn it off. And now we can say we finished our recording. We put this wind shield off again. We put it back into the charging case. Charging will begin immediately, and it is automatically linked back to the receiver if that is our wish. By the way, you can see on these 4 lights down here, whenever the charging case is charging by itself, the status, and you can see the current battery life that is left by opening up it again. So you can see right here, in my case, the entire battery life is still left. And here now let's get to the recording adapters right here first, because they are self-explanatory. You just get them out, you attach them to the back of the receiver, which I'm about to show you, and then you just plug them into your device. So let's get it out here. We have the DJI loading information, and what you can see right here is that I'm recording on this microphone because the corner or the radius of this box is turned red. Then it means that the recording is currently still going on, and the recording you're hearing right now is an internal recording. All right, so if we switch that to the back, we can push this thingy up here. Excuse me, wrong direction. Push it up here, remove it, replace it with the adapter. Excuse me again. So replace it with the adapter, just slide it in here, and now then you would be able to record. If I would push it in, plug it into your device, and then you could record on your smartphone, for example. And same goes, of course, with the lightning adapter that you can find right here. Okay, so let's close this up again like this. It clicks nicely into place. This would be the place for installing firmware or only loading the receiver, and this is the loading pins for the charging case. So if you were to put it back into here, then it would start charging automatically. Here you can monitor the audio coming out via these headphones. And yeah, with that being said, you have this turning wheel, you have your nice neatly overview, and you have, if you swipe down from the top, you can access receiver settings, transmitter settings, normal settings, and if you swipe up, you can access the usual recording. So you can see right here, there's a recording that's going on right now. If I were to press this button, the recording would stop. I could mute the recording, or I could turn on the noise filtering, which there is no need for right now. But yeah, with that being said, let's close this menu. And if you want to learn more about how to use the DJI Mic 2, I have made an entire dedicated beginner tutorial on my channel, an entirely dedicated video for that, which you can watch over here right now. I hope you've liked this video. If so, then please comment, like, and subscribe, and watch this video here for the tutorial if you want to learn how to use the DJI Mic 2. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.